Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Killer Collab Podcast. My name is Tony from Florida, Tony D. As always, I'm joined at the table with...
Chris Leto!
All right, he introduced him.
Howdy, folks.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Of Reaper Films.
I got some cool stories to share this week.
Oh
I
man,
doubt they're
they
cool
sound
stories.
boring.
Is that old man cool or...
Yeah,
They're probably only cool.
yeah.
Okay,
I
old
think
man
you
In
cool.
that case, I got
think
to
you
do
guys
myself.
will enjoy them.
Yeah.
And Mr. Joe Davison.
Hello.
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 Hi. I have updates for everybody on my horror film watching for
List.
my 31 days
Oh,
of
yeah.
Halloween.
I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
So if we want to, but I don't know what's on the agenda today.
Well,
Nothing.
how about one of you guys introduce our guest?
Oh man, that's Leto's
I
cue.
guess I'll introduce him.
Well, you know him. You've worked with him.
missed his
He's
cue.
worked with Chris Leto 1,000 times.
Me and Duncan, it started, our guest is Duncan Weston, and we started working, I think it was 2012.
Wow.
On the
Yeah, it
Housewife
was early
Slasher.
on with
Yeah,
Housewife Slasher.
a long time ago. So my second movie.
Wait, you were in that movie?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
played the car
yeah.
wash
Housewife
manager.
Slasher. I was the hot chick that got murdered, but
was
they
my
do
favorite
really
one.
good special effects. So,
That's a good CGI that you can't
Yeah.
afford.
it was a hell of a good CGI. That's right.
And he pops up here and there in our movies over the years. And
yeah.
what's cool about Duncan is, like, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get someone that's going to try his ass off. He's going to know his lines. He's going to give you a pretty good performance.
A pretty good performance.
Pretty good.
Wow,
But,
man. He's going all out for you, Duncan. He's going to know his lines and give a pretty good performance.
Yep.
That's
I'd
all
like
you
to
need
thank
out
the
of an
Academy.
actor.
I'd like to thank Chris Leto.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank my parents for having sex back in 1971.
Wow. Or 70, depending on when you were born.
Well, I think they had sex before me. I was born. I don't know.
No.
I'm not really
But,
sure how it all works.
I mean, if you were born in 71, they could have had sex in the 70s. In 1970.
Yeah, it would have been 70, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, right.
Yeah.
That would explain the colors and stuff that I see all the time. So I don't know.
That's assuming they didn't have sex for fun
LSD.
before you.
That's true. Good point.
Yeah.
I do have an older brother. So.
There you go.
Does he look
I
like
have
you?
9 siblings.
You weren't first
You
choice.
have 9 siblings?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Why am I just learning this?
I don't know,
I
man.
knew
I
you
never
had,
talk
like,
about
a
it.
brother and a sister. I didn't know you had anything else.
And a mother and a dad and
Here's the story.
I'm a
A
fucking.
guy named John.
Does your brother look like you, Duncan?
Nah, he's good looking.
Oh, you're a good-looking guy.
Whoa.
Nah.
Now we know why you
Nah.
get the roles, buddy.
He doesn't have as much hair as I have.
Whoa. What does that say?
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing is all the males in my family,
Are women?
they started going bald in their 20s, right? Except for me, I had this full head of hair,
Yeah.
full body of hair too. But I started to go gray in my late 20s. I'm like, man, gray or bald. I don't know which is worse. And I was doing a DJ show with NBC and a holiday party, and this one bald guy comes up and he's kind of hanging out with the DJ. And I said, why don't you go dance? And he said, well, nobody wants to dance with me. I said, what do you mean? He said, look. I'm like, hold on 1 second. I stopped the disc. I said, excuse me, ladies, can I have your attention, please? Quick question. By round of applause, how many of y'all think that gray is distinguished? And there was a little bit, right? I said, now how many of y'all think bald is beautiful? They went nuts and he danced the rest of the night. So I don't know which is better, being bald or being gray. I don't know.
Well, your story was leading me to the fact that I thought it was going to be gray, but then you went way to the other side for baldness.
Right.
So I'm going to have to say bald is the way to go.
Yeah, I think it is now.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I mean, unless you're like me, I have like a bald spot. I don't care. My kids love it. My
Yeah.
wife doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit.
They just like to draw on it.
I don't know. They smack. My daughter comes up behind me and smacks the back of my head on the top of my bald spot.
Yeah.
She'll be like, "What?" While I'm writing or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Stop it!" She's like, "Ha." Runs away.
As someone that has recovered from cancer, I was bald at one point, and it was not very fun.
I was wondering how you're gonna sneak it into the show this time.
And we have a show with all that coming up.
So I was completely bald, and that was not fun.
Why? Who cares? Nobody cares,
No,
man.
it felt weird. It
This
just
is what
felt
I've
weird.
discovered.
Being bald?
I was
This is
completely
what
bald,
I've
yeah.
discovered
Why
with.
don't I know this? Why don't I remember?
I wear
I
hats
don't remember
every
you
show.
being bald
I
though.
wear hats every show.
You didn't go bald.
Yes, I was.
I don't remember that.
I was
remember it either.
completely bald.
Did you shave it?
Every
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, you shaved it bald. You didn't go bald. You were like,
Well, I had cancer. It was gonna fall
no,
out anyway.
hair only falls out when you have treatment.
Yeah, I know.
Chemo. Yeah.
Chemo. Did you have chemo?
I was on the borderline of getting it.
Mhm.
They said you might have to get chemo. I was like, okay, let me do
And
that.
then his hair left. Ah! It
Yep.
just jumped out.
Pretty much.
And then you went into full remission.
Yep. I've been cancer free for 6 months now.
Wow, Mazel, that's awesome. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It was actually a pretty sad moment, actually.
Yeah,
I was worried
cancer's
for you,
a
buddy.
bitch, man. Cancer's a
Yes.
bitch.
Yeah.
I say screw cancer.
Sorry, my agent's calling. I have to take this. Just kidding. I don't know who the fuck that was.
Fuck my agent.
But I was gonna say, this is what I've learned. Listen to this. And this is truthful. I used to think like I couldn't score. I mean I could, but not like what I'd always be like
I thought he was gonna be like, I never thought I could be able to satisfy a woman.
oh,
Score
that
what?
shit. I'm a
what?
big boy. I could satisfy women, man.
What do you mean by score? Like a touchdown?
No. Yeah.
Get
Like
laid.
a track.
He doesn't know
hurdling.
sports. He doesn't know what that reference is.
No, women in general, right? Like
Yeah.
getting a woman or whatever, and I was married for 10 years, and she was a fucking demon.
Yep.
And I've in the recent years or so, I've discovered that like it doesn't matter, man. Women just want to know that you think they're special, man, and that's really all they want. Not this sounds really sexist, but it's not. But what I was saying is that I've been astonished by the type of women who have been attracted to me.
Sure.
It's by your personality.
Right, and it's like
right.
I got
it's
a
not
friend-
really about my looks anymore. As I'm older and I'm meeting older women, they don't give a fuck about any of that shit.
Right.
They want to laugh, and they want to have a good time. They want to know you
Exactly.
eat pussy. They want to know all this stuff. They don't care about any of that other bullshit.
Yeah, I got a friend who's bigger and not the greatest looking guy, but has got the
Yeah.
most amazing personality. He's so funny. And
Yeah,
Chris, you've already complimented me today. You don't
Right.
have to keep going on.
Look at Weston, ladies and gentlemen.
right.
But yeah, I mean, he bagged one of the hottest chicks that used to come in our office. She was like worked for a title company. We called her name was Debbie Durrance. We called her Double D because she was like.
Yeah.
And then one morning he comes back to work, and I'm like, and I was telling him, I was like, dude, that girl wants to fuck you. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
And so he kind of made a move, and that night he got laid.
yeah.
And I was like, you fucked Debbie Durrance. Holy shit.
This sounds like an
So
episode of
funny.
like The Office.
I know, right? It's freaking hilarious.
We recently discovered that Leanne has 46 double D's.
Jesus Christ. I don't even, like, that doesn't even compute.
Well, it does in my head because I see him every night and get to go. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da-da-da.
Yeah, it's more in your face, not in your head.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Really, it's smothering.
Well, it's the size of his head.
Bigger
That's
than
right.
that. And there's
That's why
two.
when you have a woman with large breasts, you have to really get into spooning, and this way you can never get suffocated by them.
Right.
They need to be facing away from you while you're sleeping. That's a good PSA. By the way.
I mean, I'd go for the cleavage though.
I don't know, man.
I bury
I don't know.
myself in it like a boll weevil.
A what?
A boll weevil?
The hell is that?
It's like a little
little
beetle
bug.
that buries itself into like
rice.
grain
grain
and rice.
You never
God.
seen the little bugs that get in, like, rice and
They're just
cereal
little black
and shit?
bugs.
Nope.
The boll weevil. They don't hurt you. You can eat them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
It's protein.
it is.
So,
Yeah.
who has seen Halloween Ends?
No.
We have lives. I don't know about you.
Yeah. No, I've been trying to catch up on movies I want to see.
Holy fuck.
You
it
know,
was
it
so
would
bad.
Stop
just lead into my 31 days
So
of
bad.
horror.
Well, I know why
Watching
you
my
think it would be
horror.
bad.
No, everyone thinks it's bad. Like, if
Listen,
you like
I don't
this
like
movie,
Halloween in general.
I don't, like, if you like this movie, I don't understand.
This is where it's at.
Yeah, Jason.
That's where it's at. Stand up, let the audience see your shirt.
We see it.
Stand. Okay, or don't stand up. The laziest motherfucker in the business.
Friday 36, right?
Jason
One of my
Lives, yeah. But the
One of my
shirt's
favorite
just
ones.
cool. Yeah,
Probably,
it's
like,
just
my
cool,
third
man.
favorite.
Jason's where it's at. Not Michael
Yeah.
Myers. Fuck that guy.
The thing with
I've
Michael
heard
Myers,
no
they
one
always,
say anything good about
they
Halloween.
always try to, like, add some weird shit into his movies. And it's like, I've said it a million times. I just want to see Michael Myers slaughtering people. And
Yeah.
chasing Laurie Strode. Like that's
This is
the
a part of
movie.
a trilogy,
and they keep trying to like do this stuff.
there's a
Like
story in there.
you know when they added Danielle Harris's little character and she's all supernatural and all this shit. And I'm just like, why are they doing this?
All right, let's talk about something good. Who watched Chucky season premiere?
The season,
No.
the new one.
I don't have time for this stuff.
Oh man, it's so good. It was really good.
I just started watching. Have you seen any of Mike Flanagan's shows on like House of Haunting of Hill House, Bly Manor?
No,
They're
They're
pretty
fucking
good.
really
Pretty good
good
stuff.
shows.
Yeah?
no.
The
I did
Haunting of Hill
see-
House
The stories
is fucking
progress
amazing.
pretty good.
I went to the Tampa Theater. Did we talk about this?
Nope.
Okay.
You said it was coming up.
Right. Okay. So on last Wednesday, the Tampa Theater was showing The Thing. John Carpenter's
Fucking,
The Thing.
I love that.
Joe,
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt you. I'm so sorry, but I think I'm not in Florida anymore, but I think the rule still applies. Whenever you talk about the Tampa Theater, you have to say beautiful, historic Tampa Theater, or
Oh.
else the Chamber of Commerce gets all pissed off.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
Okay, clear you up.
So anyway, so the beautiful historic Tampa Theater
Fair,
was playing.
Cha-ching.
They're having Nightmare on Franklin Street.
Right.
So they have a bunch of shit lined up, and The Thing was playing on Wednesday. So I took my son and we went with our cousin and a nephew, two other people, and man, I'll tell you what, it was really great to see that on the big screen.
Oh, dude, I saw Halloween a couple weeks ago on the big screen,
Yeah.
the original, and it's
Yeah.
so different,
Mhm.
and it's so
The
awesome,
atmosphere,
man.
My son never really seen a horror film with that much practical effects.
Oh my god,
Because the shit he's
That's
seen
like-
is
it's all
like
CGI.
all it's done.
that's like a.
And
practical
we got in the
effect
car and I was like,
masterclass.
"What'd you think?" And he's just like, "I'm gonna have nightmares for a long time."
Yes.
I
Yes,
said, "Really?
yes.
With the shit you see?"
Yes.
He's like, "That looks so real." I said, "It was. It's practical.
Right.
Those
Yeah.
are called practical effects, where they made it and put it on a table and you can touch it and shit."
Mhm.
I was like, "It's not like fucking Yoda, man."
Yeah.
I was like, "You need to fucking like understand the difference."
But yeah, it's
And then I
definitely a
smacked the
better
shit out of
experience. I wish I could
Kidding.
see
I
it.
didn't
I
do
wish
that.
I'd seen the thing on the big screen, man. It's so cool.
Yeah. So that's part of my 31 nights of horror for me was I got to see The Thing again. So in
Great
the theater,
movie.
it was fucking beautiful.
Great
It was
movie.
great.
Oh.
It was so great. I love it.
Except for the dog. I don't. You know, you can kill people all you want. You can wipe out entire populations of kids. I don't care, whatever.
Whoa.
But
Okay.
when you go after animals, it's like, oh, that sucks, man. I didn't want the dog to die.
Oh man, they killed 6 dogs in that movie. if
Right?
you
I didn't
remember
want that,
correctly.
man. I didn't
All the
want-
huskies.
As soon as you see the
Remember,
dogs,
they were in the
like,
pen, and
Yeah.
one started biting the
Yeah.
fucking
Gate
fence.
open.
Mhm. Like, man, no, not the dog.
Crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was great.
See, I disagree on the kids thing. I think
I'm
like
good
I
about
can't
some
watch a
kids
movie
stuff.
where like kids get killed.
Like a pet cemetery, dude. Like kids
Mhm.
run over by a semi.
Yeah, I
truck.
can't.
I think it's hysterical if you overdo it.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
did you
yes.
watch what's that movie where they get in a fight with the kids in the middle of the street and he like picks the kid up and like throws him over the car? It's like Adam Sandler or something. That shit was hysterical, man. He drop
Well,
kicks a
see,
kid.
you're not killing kids. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
a
but you can
difference.
beat the shit out.
Oh,
of them.
absolutely, absolutely,
Okay.
Um,
All right. As long as
absolutely.
the line
There's a
is-
line there. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But no,
All
yeah,
right.
killing kids is different.
I don't know. I think if you overdid it, like if you had like, let's say Vampire Hunter dropped in the middle of a room and it was a bunch of vampire kids and you just started taking them out, you wouldn't feel bad about that.
Yes, I would.
Why? They're kids. They're vampires. Who cares?
They're still kids.
No, they're not. They're 400 years old
Not
in a kid's
necessarily.
body.
It depends.
Much
on,
like
okay.
myself.
Okay. So what if it's a little baby vampire? Would he have to get like a pacifier made out of wood and just shove it in there to kill it?
No, you'd have to stab it in the heart, probably. But who's going to make an
Yeah,
infantile vampire?
I don't know.
They would just eat them in whole. Like they wouldn't make them.
I don't know, man. There's sick
That's like a
fuckers everywhere.
that's like a
I've had
snack.
I don't know,
Weston.
man. I don't know.
It's like an
I don't know.
appetizer.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's,
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back.
that's gross.
So since last Tuesday, I think you owe us 7 movies that you've seen.
I owe you 7?
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's catch us up.
I think I did it. I think I managed it. All right. So I'm trying to think of everything I've seen. All right. So I watched.
Wait. I'm sorry. Let me interrupt. I've been looking at that shirt, and that can't be stand up again because I'm trying to see if that's the outfit he wore in 6.
He said stand up again like he stood up the
He didn't
first
stand up.
Well,
at all.
I can't really. I don't think that's the outfit he wore in 6. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What do you mean?
What
You don't remember what he
He's
wore?
got jeans on, a shirt,
Yeah.
a jacket.
You don't remember what he wore in 6?
This is like 3.
When he was under the water.
This is 3.
No.
He comes out of the water.
In 6 is the grave. He comes out of the grave. That's 6.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that's not what he was wearing. So
When does he wear the blue one? The blue.
that's 5. That's Roy. That's
5.
that's the shitty Roy.
One of them just died.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who?
96.
Okay.
But he's not a kid, so I don't care.
No, in real
I'm
life.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
well,
The actor, you fucking heartless bitch.
Yeah. I know. I did see that. I don't remember which one. Huh. But like I said, it's been bothering me for the last since you first showed it. I was like, that's not 6.
That's not right.
Doesn't make sense to me. Like my whole mind was processing it for the last 12. I couldn't think of anything really to say. I was like, that's not right. So as they look this up, so Duncan, what are you working on now? Do you have anything in the plans? How are you gonna get? You gonna look for
Red,
acting?
white.
You look for acting jobs up in
Yeah,
Colorado?
part
Oh,
6.
I don't know.
Part
Right,
6.
right now, I'm
Jason
concentrating on getting. I am, as my wife says, a house
Now, he
bitch
wore-
right now. So
Dude, he wore
I'm
the
working
green
on
jumpsuit.
getting the house all set up for her, so she doesn't have to do anything. And then my parents are coming up for Thanksgiving, so I gotta get ready for that. As far as jobs, man, I don't know. I like doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to make
But I like it.
make horror movies,
It's just saying
Burlington,
Jason
Colorado is the perfect place to
It's
be
not from him.
Yeah.
because there's so many old buildings.
How far is
And
it from
just
you?
across the border in Colorado, the town is drying up. The town is basically dead, Colorado, Kansas.
Oh wow.
And there's so many places to film, and especially with Chris Lato's style of guerrilla filmmaking.
And cheap.
I mean, you could just jump right in, film, get the hell out, and nobody even knows you're there.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Well, why is it dying?
There used to be jobs in Colorado, but now those jobs have kind of left and gone to Burlington and Goodland, Kansas, and stuff like that. But Burlington, Colorado is great. It's a growing town, but it's still small enough. It's only a population of 3,200 people.
Oh wow.
And there's a lot of older buildings and older homes, and people don't really know what things cost over here. So if you say, "Hey, I'll give you $20 to let me do this," they're like, "Well, sure, come on in and whatever, that's fine."
Yeah. So,
I just made it sound like a bunch of whores out here. I didn't mean that at all. Sure. I haven't found the whores yet.
So is there any? So you're saying there's like big open land? Or
Oh God, there's nothing but open land out here, man. It's
is
incredible.
there open land with a giant building on it?
Well, the most giant buildings are the grain elevators. Those are the only things that are tall. Everything else is 4 stories or less.
All right.
hmm.
Well, that's
If
segueing
you like,
into
if you
my
like open
story.
sky and open land, this is the place.
How expensive is it up there? Like for, let's say a rent for like a 1-bedroom apartment. What's it there?
1 bedroom, 1 bath, right about 500.
Wow.
Yeah.
But how cold
Yo,
is it?
let's get the fuck. It's cold. Man, the
Well,
mountains full of
today-
snow. Let's get
Colorado,
the fuck out. Let's
As
go.
you speak right
Who
now,
cares? Let's
let's
We're all
see, it
moving in
is
with Duncan.
8:20 in the morning. So 8:20 in the morning, and it is 34 degrees.
34. No,
Oh my
hell.
God!
Nope.
I'm
It
on
got
my
down
way.
to 29.
No,
last
thanks.
night.
I'm on my way, buddy.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
No, thank you.
It's
Me and my
awesome.
wife.
Oh my God.
I'm from Jersey. I had enough cold in my life.
Right.
Sure. But you had that wet cold and the mean cold because you're wet from all the moisture in the air and the meanness of people from New Jersey.
Well, actually, that's New York. But yeah.
Yeah, it's the New
Well-
Yorkers that come into New Jersey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
I
mean,
was from South Jersey
who
where the
wants to
people
live
came
in
from
Jersey
Philadelphia.
anyways?
So it was.
Oh, that's a different story.
Yeah.
That's
totally-
even worse,
it-
man.
I mean,
Allentown.
well,
and-
Philadelphia fans are the worst
I
fans.
mean, he's
in
probably
all
going to
of
be the
sports.
rest of his life.
Yes, they are.
They're the
Yes, they
worst.
are. They're horrible.
So what do they have in Colorado? They have the Rockies. They have
Yeah, you have the Colorado
Denver
Rockies
Broncos.
in baseball. You have the Denver Broncos in NFL. You've got the Colorado Avalanche in hockey. They
Yeah.
just won the Stanley
Denver
Cup.
Nuggets.
And you've got the Colorado Rapids in Major League Soccer.
Oh.
Plus, you've got all the universities that have teams.
Oh,
And
yeah.
stuff like
University
that.
of Colorado,
And,
Colorado State.
Local high school football is a big thing. We went to the game last weekend, last Friday. It's a population of 3,200 people.
Yeah.
Do
and
you
there was
have kids in
probably
high
about
school?
3,400 people there.
Oh.
Huh?
Do you have children in high school?
No, I just
And
like
you're going
hang
to
out
high
at
school games, huh?
Yeah. I like
All
going
right.
to high school football games.
Well,
it's like
I'm
Texas.
sure we'll be visiting Duncan in a penitentiary soon. So
funny you mentioned that. So, 3 miles down the road is Kit Carson County Correctional Facility, the jail, and they just closed it 5 years ago. The town of Burlington, Colorado, had a turnover of 20% of its population because so many people work there, and now it's just sitting there. So it's this beautiful prison that's just waiting to be filmed at. Just saying.
I wonder how much it costs to buy.
I don't know, but I guarantee
It's privately owned because prisons aren't owned by the state.
Oh,
They're
it's
owned
not,
privately.
Yeah, they're all.
They're all private
Civic.
things.
CORECIVIC, Core Civic. That's who owns the property and the building.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
for-profit prison. That's the best way to go.
No, yeah.
Well,
right.
it is if you want to make money. Guys, you want to invest in a prison? All four of us? Come on, let's go.
That's right.
Everyone throw in 10 grand. Let's put a down payment on the prison and open it
I
back
do.
up.
Yeah.
For superheroes only, though. Superpower prison.
Only superpower prison. That's right.
Yeah.
So I
Hey,
mean,
real quick, I had a question for you. Chris is the only one that saw Halloween Ends. I had a question. So Halloween Ends, everyone that I've talked to says it's absolutely horrible, but Season of the Witch, Halloween 3. I know it was nothing having to do with Halloween, but it's the most horrible thing with Halloween in the title. Would you say Halloween Ends is worse or better?
Well, here's the
than
problem.
Season of the Witch?
So here's the thing.
I
So-
think he liked Halloween 3.
Well, Halloween 3, I saw it in the theater when I was a kid, and I was all into Michael Myers. Like, Halloween's my favorite movie, and I was all excited, and we go to the theater, and we're all like,
No
"Where's
Michael
Michael
Myers.
Myers at, right?"
That's right.
And that kind of took away from the movie because you felt like you were tricked going
Mhm.
into the movie.
That's
But
the
then
way I
in
felt.
hindsight, Halloween 3 is actually a pretty good fucking movie.
if it wasn't Halloween,
Yeah, if they did it,
Yeah.
if they just
Yeah.
said Season of the Witch,
yeah, they
If it
said
had
this
just been
is-
called Season of the Witch.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is just a regular movie. It's a pretty cool movie, and
Unlike Friday the 13th Part 9.
and not to give anything away, but they kind of did that with Halloween Ends, where you're thinking you're going to see something and you see something completely different.
Sure.
And they also in the
Saw a porno
opening
like that once.
in the opening credits, they put Halloween Ends in blue, like they did in Season of the Witch.
Yeah, yeah.
And it wasn't the typical orange, Halloween logo. So me and Shaw were just talking about it. We think they're going somewhere with this series, and I don't know. But
Well, it
go
kicked
watch
ass
it.
at the box office, whether you like it or
Yeah.
not.
It did really
Money
good,
talks and bullshit walks.
but they also said it didn't do as well as they thought it was going to do. But it still did pretty fucking good. I think it made like $47 million, which is like ridiculous.
That's because I had Jamie Lee Curtis in it. Anything with her is going to make money.
Yeah.
Well, nah, it was Halloween, man.
Yeah,
People
it was
go
Halloween.
see it.
the Halloween name.
Fuck, you can go make Jason with the fucking cast of retards. People go see it.
Right. Exactly.
No offense to retards.
So I'm looking for this piece of land for a body farm for our exteriors, and I just need like this giant.
Are you going to
land.
send everybody to Colorado?
Well,
God, I
I'm
hope so.
thinking about it actually. So I'm
think
looking
that's
for
gonna
a
be
piece
cheap.
of land with a building on it, and so
What kind of building?
it could be any kind of building, like an old building, a new
Okay.
building. It doesn't really matter. But I was on Google Earth the other day, just kind of looking around, and I found this property out in Odessa.
Hmm.
So I called my dad. I'm like, "Hey, can you look this property up?" And so he looks it up, and he goes, "This property literally just sold in August for like $4 million. It's 54 acres."
Wow.
And I'm like, and it's got these old buildings on it. I'm like, damn, this place is perfect. So Saturday, I take a ride over there, and I go through the fence that says private property,
Yeah.
no trespassing.
Yeah.
And I'm driving down this dirt road, and it looks like on the pictures, it looks like a farm. Like there looks like there's stuff like planted, and
Mhm.
and then like on the other
Is it
side is
weed?
where they got the buildings and stuff.
Is
I
it
don't
a
know
weed
what the
farm?
fuck. It could be. Who knows? So I'm driving down this long dirt road, and I come on this house, and there's like a house, and there's like this pull behind trailer behind it, and like a camper type thing.
That's the
And it didn't look
mother-in-law
like
suite.
anybody lived there. So I'm like, all right. So I kept driving. I'm going around, and I come up to this other house. Dude, it was straight out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I'm
Mhm.
like, holy fucking crap. Like, what the hell? They had all these old rundown cars and piles of tires and all this rusty shit everywhere. So I pull up to the house, and the garage door's open, and they got all this shit in this garage, like just machinery and
Yeah.
all this crap. And flies are all over the fucking place.
Mhm.
So I walk up to the door, and I'm about to knock on the door, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing right now? So I knock on the door, and nobody answers. I ring the bell, and nobody answered. And I'm just like, fuck. So it was probably a good thing they didn't answer, because I probably would have been dead.
Yep.
Because
Shotgun.
I was just waiting
There'd
for
be
someone
just
to
a
come
blank
out with a
screen right
shotgun.
there in your
Yeah,
side.
man.
Yeah. We don't know where he is today.
So I was scared shitless. So I got back in my car and drove away, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, man?
Guarantee you're being watched.
Dude,
There's probably like 4
it
people
was
watching.
so scary.
You just described like 40 places out here, though.
Really?
Especially with the flies and the machinery
Oh my God,
and
the
hay
flies were
bales
crazy.
and corn.
Everywhere.
Oh, God, it's amazing.
I didn't
It's a
see
good
anything
sign of a
dead.
dead body.
I didn't see anything dead, but
You smell it?
I mean, obviously somebody was living there because the garage door was up, and
That don't mean anything.
it was a nice like brick house, but
They were probably taking
it was
shit.
old. Like it was old and run down. And I'm just like, fuck me, man.
Wait, where was this?
Was the yard
It's in
mowed?
Odessa.
Oh, shit.
Odessa, yeah.
Yeah. It's off like Gun Highway, and then there's like this little road that just
Yeah.
goes all the way down,
I've been out a million
a
places
little
like
dirt
that.
road, and
All through
It was
Lakeland
scary.
and shit. Like, that's all that is down through there.
but you gotta get a location, man.
So what are you
gotta
going to do up there now,
right?
Duncan? You going to make movies up in Colorado?
Oh, I sure would like to. I got a couple things that I'm working on, story-wise.
Yeah.
Want to see what I can do with that, and I don't know. We'll see. Or I'll just fly down there and make movies. So, my wife makes good money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save that shit. You're going to need it.
Do you want to make movies now instead of act?
Oh, I don't know. I either way. I just like
Involved.
I really like just being with y'all. Really, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Whether it's I know, I mean that's so heartwarming, but it's true. Whether it's in front of a camera, behind a camera, writing, whatever, anything that brings joy to people and makes them kind of forget some of the miserableness of life for just a few minutes. That's what I'm into.
Yeah.
Miserableness of life.
That's every second of my life.
That's a little dramatic.
Is it?
So,
Is it?
So Duncan, what's your favorite all-time sitcom?
Oh, there we go. I forgot about
God.
I was wondering if we were
Favorite
going to get
all-time
into that.
sitcom.
that. And I
Well,
never finished mine.
It's hard to say a
We
favorite,
lost
but I could do it definitely a top 3. Psych is definitely one of my all-time favorites. I like The Honeymooners a lot.
Is that a
It's one of the
sitcom?
old school-
Psych?
is a sitcom?
I don't think that's.
Yeah, Psych's a sitcom.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
There's no
Yeah.
laugh track.
It's
and
a
shit.
detective sitcom buddy cop.
It's a sitcom?
We lost his feed.
Did you?
What do you
No.
Oh yeah, I'm not moving
He's
anymore.
not
What happened?
moving.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh,
moving.
there you go. He's moving now.
Now I'm moving. Okay. Woo. Boy. Okay, so if you want to go actual sitcom, I like Three's Company a lot. That was cool.
Nice.
Dude, Three's
Yeah,
I had a
Company
thing
was great.
for Joyce to win a lot when I was young.
You know the thing with Three's
And-
Company is every episode
Yeah.
was about a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
they heard
very
something
much so,
wrong,
yeah.
or they were
Yep.
eavesdropping and heard something.
Well, John Ritter is probably one of the best comedians
Yes.
out there.
Very much
That
so.
show was so
Hands
great.
down. Hands
So-
down.
I just watched
So- you Suzanne Summers, Cindy, or
Mr.
Terry.
Roper.
no, which
I was
of the
into Mr.
third one?
Roper.
Which of the third girl did you like better?
Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne
She was
Summers.
hot as hell
I
back
like
then.
Ooh, I don't know.
Terry
Terry
was
was hot. though.
Terry,
She was hot.
yeah.
I thought Terry
She was
good.
fine.
Yeah.
I can't remember
Suzanne
her,
Summer
her
was
full
fun
name.
'cause she
but
was-
she was hot.
Yeah. That was the best part.
And then
The problem
remember her
is-
cousin Cindy, the real tall.
No,
Oh yeah.
Remember,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of, I had to watch all this in reruns, so I probably didn't watch a lot of the episodes.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there when they were shooting them. Like
What
you
the hell
guys
was
were.
Suzanne Summers' name in that movie? In that show?
Chrissy.
It was
Chrissy,
Janet and
it was
Chrissy.
Chrissy.
Yeah, Chrissy.
So it was Chrissy, and then Cindy was her cousin that moved in,
Yep.
and then later on
Janet.
Terry moved in.
Yeah, I was
Janet
more
and
into
John
Janet
Ritter
'cause
were
I like
always
the
on
dark
the show.
haired girls.
Huh?
I like the dark haired girls. I was more into Janet,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Janet
Yeah.
too.
and she was more realistic and more
Right.
approachable.
Same thing with
Look at
Gilligan's
this.
Island,
There's
right?
no way
Marianne.
I get a hot long.
Yeah. Of course. We were supposed to.
Right.
She was
Just like
adorable.
Gilligan's Island, Marianne over
That's
Ginger.
right. Oh God,
You
yes,
like the
Marianne
girl
over
next
Ginger
door look.
every day.
Yep.
Although, I do have to say, one of my all-time, what I think is just one of the sexiest women Hollywood ever gave us, is
Who's that?
Ava
We
Gardner.
can't see.
Julie Newmar.
Julie
Newmar.
Oh,
She was
Julie
Catwoman
Newmar,
and all that.
Catwoman, dude.
Yeah.
Just
Fuck
sexy,
yeah.
man.
I remember when I was a
Sexy.
kid and she was on. I was so excited. I was so happy that she was in the episode because she was a smoking hot Catwoman.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Without even trying.
Yeah.
She didn't even have to try.
she had
no
that little,
hardcore
that little
makeup, no-
accent she made. She did.
Yeah.
She
She was
was smoking.
amazing. I don't know if Hollywood has any women like that anymore. I don't know. There's
Not
a
really,
couple,
man. They
but-
don't have a lot of the. Well, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Actors too.
I mean,
it's all
in
changed.
Hollywood now, it's so expansive
Like
now.
I'm so sick of The Rock.
like,
Joe likes
man.
Kat Dennings.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
we
she's
just
amazing.
watched
She's
Leanne.
amazing.
I walked in the house. Leanne was watching a movie with her in it, and I said, "Babe, you're watching my girlfriend." She's like, "I know, baby, I know."
It's
Well,
her
the
girlfriend,
problem
too.
with Hollywood
sure.
now, it's so diluted. Like,
Yes.
like
Dude, if
you
I-
had, there's
if
so
they
many
did The
different
Rock
things. There's so many
in
different
another
things
fucking
you can
movie.
watch content on that,
True.
like, there's so many moving, like, there's so much stuff going on that back
You're right.
then when Newmar was on, it was only like 5 channels that you can really watch.
True.
So now you can watch it on your phone. You can watch Netflix,
Yeah, there's so
Hulu,
many shows.
Apple. Like there's so many different stars out there. Like who the hell is that? I have no idea. But they've been on like 10 different shows.
Yeah.
Like
No,
it's
you're
so
right.
diluted now. You can't.
Yeah.
There's not like one person that's like up here, unless you're like The Rock, who's
Sure.
literally everywhere.
Well, here's the problem with someone like Rock is, in Spider-Man 2, right? When Doc Ock was trying to create a fusion, and all of
Yep.
a sudden it was going and it's going, and people were like, "Oh, that's cool. This is really cool, man. I like this." And then all of a sudden, like, became self-sustaining. Well, that's what happened to The Rock. People were like, "Oh, he's kind of cool.
Sure.
Oh, he's
That's right.
neat. Yeah, give him more power, more stuff." And now he's self-sustaining, so he's funding all his own goddamn movies,
Yep.
and he's
That's
putting
right.
himself in everything. I can't fucking stand the dude. I can't stand him.
I mean, you don't take that as sign as like motivation, where like
No.
he was able to like
No, I
do
get
everything.
it. Man, that's great, dude. That's great, but I don't need to see your workout routines.
Oh, I watch
fucking
his Instagram all the time.
6,000 times.
I watch his Instagram.
I
all
don't
the time.
need your bullshit motivations because I know they stole a movie. I already know The Rock stole a movie
Which one?
Mm.
from Paul Guzzo, from Pete and Paul Guzzo. You know these guys?
No.
Paul Guzzo
Oh, yeah, I
writes
heard
for the
that.
Times.
I heard that story.
Paul Guzzo's a reporter. Has been for like 25 years.
Okay.
They wrote a movie about this little kid who had Down syndrome named Arnie, written by Daniel Baranza, who's a good friend of mine, who had a company called Try Fitness. Try Fitness is a competition every year that involves weightlifting, running, and obstacle course. And major athletes come to this shit.
Yeah.
Ran by this dude Rose, something Rosen. I can't remember his first name. Damn it. Arnie was friends with this dude who had Try Fitness.
Yeah.
Little autistic kid, not autistic, autism. No,
Yeah.
no. Down syndrome. He had Down syndrome, and he was going to the gym all the time, and The Rock was there, right, for him as well. But so was this Rosen guy, Kerry maybe, from Try Fitness.
Okay.
Every day they work with this guy. They work it out. They know him. This guy knows him. Anyway, so Rock goes off, becomes super famous. 20 years go by,
Yeah.
right? Harry from Try Fitness is still there with not Arnie. His name is
I mean, it's okay. We can.
Michael.
no. It's pertinent to the story because that's the name of the documentary, and I can't remember his name. Anyway, so the kid with Down syndrome becomes like a child, a son to the guy who owns Try Fitness.
Mhm.
Come in, Dan Brienza. Dan Brienza starts doing this Try Fitness stuff with this guy for years, 10 years. He gets to know the kid. Dan Brienza contacts Paul Guzzo and Pete Guzzo, who are local filmmakers in the area.
Yep.
They write a whole story about this kid's life in documentary. They shoot the documentary. They get the Rocks. They get Dwight. What the fuck's his real name?
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne. They get Dwayne. They get Dwayne Johnson.
Yep.
And they get Mrs. Johnson. Full interviews at their house with these guys. Full interviews with other WWE stars.
Okay.
Finally, The Rock gets involved. Finally, after 3 years of work, gets on the phone with them. All he says to a table full of them and lawyers is, "I'll take over from here, thanks," and hung up the phone on them. Took the project, re-edited it, and released it as a released it as a 5-minute thing on his Instagram. For real. And told the Guzzos to fuck off. Yeah. Paul Guzzo's waiting because he's been, as a professional writer for the Times, he's only been accumulating more and more power because he's doing an expose.
Yeah.
So, and then you hear rumors like that show Ballers. The Rock stole the show Ballers. Look it up. He did. He took it right from this other guy. So I don't like The Rock. He's a piece of shit. You know how he got to where he's going? Because he stole shit from people even when he's got money. So he's right up there with the Artisan Man Coopers who steal fucking shit. The Rock is up there with pieces of shit. They're all
Democrat Party.
They're all bullshit. They're all thieving
Here we
fucking
go.
bastards. So
Couldn't resist. Sorry, couldn't
Couldn't even
resist.
say that with a straight face.
that's just my opinion. That's my opinion of The Rock. I think he's a piece of shit.
Okay.
I think he
All right.
takes what he wants because he can do it. You can't come after him because he's got money.
Okay, so
So-
Joe, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You really mapped out your case for his moral,
Right.
lacking. What could he do to now make amends for that and boost himself up in your standing?
It's like the same. It's like this bitch who stole my movie from me. Hey, okay, this woman, Artisan Man Cooper. We shoot this movie for 8 days. She shuts it down and leaves. Doesn't really tell me what's happening, what's going on, where she's going. All I know is she leaves, and then I find out a bunch of money's missing, and she's off out fucking with my shit. Well, they remade the movie, or they didn't remake it. They made a movie called The Bellkeeper. It's just Hank. They just renamed it. They didn't give me credit for writing it, and they just went and reshot the fucking thing. They got Chaz Bono in it. They got fucking what's that wrestler dude, Randy Culture or whatever. That dude's in it. And it's like they act like there's no consequence for the shit they're doing. That's why, like now, like when people just finally are starting to step up when they're fed up with people's bullshit. Right? I mean, look at Harvey Weinstein, dude.
Like
Oh, you're right.
They came after him so hard because they're so sick of the shit. Done. And they're doing it with everybody.
And he was about
James
as high
Franco.
and big as you
They
could
came after
possibly
James
get.
Franco. They went after fucking Bill Cosby.
True.
These
Kevin
people
Spacey.
walk around acting like there's no fucking, they can't be touched.
Right,
But,
right.
Which is basically distributors right now.
yeah.
Is the
So
same thing.
someone like The Rock, unfortunately, the bigger they become, he literally thinks of himself as like an Adonis right now. Like
Of
he
course.
is,
Sure,
I think he
sure.
thinks he is Black Adam, right? That shit's just gonna crumble, man. It all crumbles.
Back to girls,
Makes
Sarah Shahi. She's in Black Adam. She's one
Yeah.
of my new favorites. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know who she is.
Jesus H. She's so
I don't know.
hot.
You know who else I like? Natasha Lyonne.
Mhm.
Natasha Leone. You like
Yeah.
her?
Mhm.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Mhm.
She was
She's
in,
got a show, Russian Doll.
Yeah, she was in.
She's in
Orange
Orange
is
is
the
New
New
Black.
Yeah, there's something about her.
You know,
Something
she
about
was
it.
she was married to like Fred Armisen.
What was
Yeah,
that
I have
movie?
no idea who that is.
Fred Armisen.
Oh, she was in the movie, but I'm a cheerleader, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. She always plays
Yeah,
like
she's
a
really
lesbian,
cool.
even though
Yeah.
she's not. She's like a
That's right.
super info though, apparently.
That's why you like her.
I
She's a super
fuck
name.
yeah, dude. I like any woman where if I know enough about them, I could be like, if I was at a party, I could probably land this.
I stand a chance.
I could land
stand
it.
a chance.
But that's just me in general. I could probably land anything at a party.
Yeah, those roofie coladas help you.
I know. Speaking of Bill Cosby, when I was hanging
I was
out
gonna
with
say, are
him,
you
he
back
showed
to
me this
Cosby
really
now?
cool cocktail mixture.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Now, were y'all talking about Bill Cosby because I was eating my Jello pudding cup? I would brought Bill Cosby up. I don't know. Man.
Pudding.
the Rudy and the Theo.
Yeah. Did you watch that documentary on him?
Yeah, dude.
What a piece of shit.
Oh, they're all
Like,
pieces of
it's
shit,
fucking
man. I'm telling you.
unbelievable. It's funny
Again, it
'cause you
goes
get
back
this
to he felt like
portrayal.
he was untouchable. He really
Yeah.
Right.
These fuckers
Because
walk
for
around.
a time, he was the biggest thing.
Oh my
in-
god,
in
dude! Like
everything.
Cosby Show was like
Yeah.
number one show all time.
And who's
Okay.
to say that he wasn't really a decent dude?
Sure,
I mean, he had that show Kids Say the Darndest Thing, and he really does
That's
love kids, man.
Right.
I mean,
He loved
who's to
pussy,
say?
too.
Yeah, well, who doesn't love
He
fucking?
loved incapacitated pussy.
Well,
Apparently.
Well,
I mean, who wants
there's,
to hear-
there's a lot of fetishes out there. So
yeah,
true, that's true.
you know,
And
Control
you
his
do
demons,
have to
man.
judge a man in his time.
yeah,
Back when he was doing the roofies, or not the barbiturates and all that, whatever. Back when he was doing that, everybody did stuff like that. It
Yeah.
wasn't
Right.
it wasn't just Hollywood actors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What
That's
was
like
funny is he
that's
was
like
going
saying
on, he was going on talk shows and stuff talking
Yeah.
about Spanish Fly.
yeah.
All this crazy
Yes, he
shit.
did.
And you're just like,
yes, he did.
Well, he's in the open about it,
that's so crazy.
which meant it was so in the public.
Yeah.
people knew it was
definitely
a
different
joke.
time.
That's right. The interesting thing I find with Bill Cosby is he was the biggest thing ever until he flat out said the only thing keeping black people down is black people. Stop with the victimhood, stand up, take back what's yours, and we need more
And they
men
did.
and fathers
They came
in
and
the
they took
picture.
him.
And now all of a sudden you got to shut him up.
Well, the rumor was that that stuff didn't come out until he tried to buy, I think, NBC or some shit like that, and they were going under putting him under the microscope, and then he was like, "Holy shit!" Finding all this shit but then he wanted to, like I said, when he wanted to buy NBC and gain more
Right.
power, that's
Right.
ultimately when the breadcrumbs just started to come out.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's probably
No, man. Here's how you treat Hollywood. You go in, you make your fucking money,
Yeah.
and get the fuck out.
Right.
Yeah.
You
True,
you
true.
get famous in the meantime, great. But just get in, do some cool shit, make a fuck ton of money, and get the fuck out, and let that shit go away.
people
man.
get addicted to that limelight. People get
True.
addicted to
I just want to
being talked about. Yeah, well, a
I
lot
just
of
want
them.
the money, bro.
Yeah, but after they get all the money, they're like, okay, what else can I get out of this? And they're like, okay, I get the fame, I get the free shit, I get
Nah, man.
endorsements, I
I
get.
don't think I want the fame. Like I wouldn't want
well,
like not being
some
able
people
to
are built
go
different.
somewhere.
Look at
without
Instagram.
paparazzi all in your face
True.
and
I want
shit.
that.
Like that sounds
I
terrible.
want that so bad.
Do you?
Yeah, I want to be able to walk around with my kids say it all the time. Like we'll go to the store or something, and Alexa said just the other day, she's like, Dad, you're famous, and you just go into Target. And I said, I'm not famous, baby. She's like, you're on a show, and you're on the internet. I've seen it. I've showed my friends. You're famous. And I said, everybody's on the internet. I'm not famous, baby. I said, I did a show. It's over. I said, Daddy needs a new gig now, right? You know. And she's like, you're famous. So I go, I guarantee we walk into this Target, nobody's gonna know who I am. So we walk into Target, go into the Starbucks, and who's standing at the counter but Mace Walker?
Oh.
And she's like, Joe! And Alexa's like, see? And I was like, oh.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's funny.
But shouldn't it be enough that you're a famous hero in the eyes of your daughter?
Oh man, it's so much.
To hell
so
with
much
those people
better.
out there. man.
Yeah,
As long as
fuck
the kids
those
think you're
assholes. They don't give a fuck.
It's so funny because I want to be like that with my kids. Like I want them to look at me like, oh wow, my dad's a movie director. They don't give
That's right.
one fuck.
Yeah.
Because they've seen the
They
movies.
don't.
Well, my 15-year-old doesn't care at all. He don't give a two damn cents about nothing.
Yeah.
He plays like 6. I get an update from Google or Xbox on how much he's played, the length of time that he's played throughout the week. And the other day, I think it comes in on like Mondays. It came in and it was like he played something for like 23 hours and 14 minutes on Saturday.
That's nuts.
I know, dude.
That's crazy.
And
I mean,
I'm like,
I played a lot of video games in my life,
That's
but
that's a problem.
that's a lot.
no, well, fuck that shit because I'm going to set him up and get him everything he needs to have his own Twitch channel and he can start making money doing it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you can sit in there and make money now. You can make money
That's
through
right.
daddy.
Yeah.
What? That sounds weird.
When I was younger, I used to say, I want a job where people pay me to play video games.
That's the
And
thing.
everybody
now.
laughed at me. Oh, that's never going to happen. God dang it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, you
right.
got to go after
It
it.
sucks.
I
That
think
sucks.
I think I'm actually going to start doing a Twitch streaming channel. I really like because I'm like, why not? Why couldn't I fucking? Why can't I? I can do it. You
Right.
can do it. We
Yep.
can all do it. Everybody can do it.
I don't have the time.
Right. Well, who does? Nobody, except for 15-year-old kids and
Yeah,
guys
most of
who
the time.
live up.
You
there.
have the time, but I don't think you'd be good at
Are
video
you
games.
I'm
retired?
not really a gamer. No, I'm not retired. Why?
I'm just wondering.
I need to make money.
What did your wife do?
I don't have a wife.
Oh,
I have a fiance.
what does she do?
She works for Duke Energy. She's like a
Start to lower my bills.
When are you guys getting married?
I don't know.
Okay.
We haven't really talked about it.
Yeah.
I asked her to marry me like 2 years ago.
She doesn't want to get married.
Well, a year and a half ago.
She's like, I'm just with this dude till he like.
It was like
What
in
exactly did she
February,
say?
February 2000.
She said, "No, leave
No,
me alone,
she said.
please."
She said we can have a long engagement.
Oh my
Is what she
god.
said.
Maybe,
No,
maybe she thought you
actually,
guys were at.
I
the
think
movie
that's awesome.
theaters.
I can marry you guys.
Yeah, I know. Nah, we're not. I mean,
Leanne and I are engaged too. I mean, we're only engaged. We've been together 10 years almost.
That's cool.
I bought her a pretty nice ring. I just wanted to have her to have
Pretty
like a
nice.
symbol of how I feel about it.
Chris Leto, striving mediocrity
I don't
at
think
every
so.
aspect of his life.
Literally.
I'll talk about fiancés. I've been with my fiancée for 1.5 years so far. But
Wait, you've been
Well-
with her for 1.5 years total, or you've been engaged for 2.5 years?
I've been with my fiancée for 1.5 years. My wife for 14 years.
Do they know about each other?
Wait, I'm really
They
confused.
don't watch the podcast. It's
You've
okay.
been married 14 years, or you were recently engaged for 1.5 years?
No, I'm just kidding about the fiancé thing. I am on my 3rd marriage, and you know how they say 3 strikes and you're out?
That's how I
Or
am.
Yeah.
3rd time's a charm.
Right.
That's where I am right now.
I'm
I actually
twice
have the
divorced
best
also.
wife I've ever had in my entire life. She's an incredible woman, absolutely incredible woman. And I'm not just saying that because this is her laptop here, but she is incredible.
He's like, I'm not just saying that because she feeds me every night.
I would never
She
have
gives my
gotten to
rations.
even meet Chris Leto or anything like that without Kimberly. It was Kimberly that said, "Hey, why don't you
she's
check
the blame.
into that Facebook thing?" So,
Yeah, she's
So
like,
she's
why
the
don't you do
blame.
something? Get a
is
goddamn
the
job.
blame.
Go
She is the
act. I
blame.
don't give a
She
shit
is
what
the
you
blame.
do. Do something.
I'm in the same boat, man.
That's how my wife is.
Twice
Fiancé.
divorced, and I got a good
Yep.
one now.
Yeah.
I've only been divorced once.
I always ask her. She's like, "I have so much love for you." I'm like, "Why?" Like, I don't understand why.
I don't
Sure.
either.
Like,
Don't
I'm
ask why.
I'm probably
Just
the
accept
biggest
it and move
pain
on
in
and
the
lick her
ass.
butthole.
I'm
That's
a
what
big
I do.
pain.
You don't
Yeah.
argue with the breadwinner.
True that.
I
True
told her
that.
what would happen if I started making all the money. She's like, well, then I could stay home.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, all right.
Yeah, I've only been engaged twice, I think. Yeah, twice. And yeah, that's it.
Now, how long was each engagement?
One of them I was with her for 3 years. The other one I was with her for 2 years. I was engaged for probably like a year for
So
both.
what happened?
Bitch is crazy.
All
True.
right.
Bitches
It's
be
always
tripping.
the woman.
Bitches be tripping. It's true.
Well, I worked more back then than I do now. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
So
And that's what girls want, a guy that works all the fucking time.
yeah.
That's what they do want.
No, they don't. They want
Yes, they
someone
do.
that's going to be
They
around
want
with
no
them
man.
and
They want a
spend
guy
time
who
with
works.
Well,
all
they
the
don't
time.
know what they want.
Chris Rock said
No,
it
that's
best.
true. That's true.
Only women and dogs are loved unconditionally.
Yep, it's true.
Or children.
It's true.
Yep.
It's true.
We're only
Women,
loved if
children,
we
and
can
dogs.
offer something.
Yeah,
That's
men are
not
only
true, 'cause
loved
I
if
don't
you
offer
can
my
offer.
girl anything.
I know. She tells me. I mean,
And
what?
it's just like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
that's why I keep asking
It's
her.
not a
Like,
secret.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Okay.
You know, if I asked Leanne why she loved me, because I felt that shitty about myself, she would leave in an instant.
Yeah.
You have to accept the fact that she loves you for
Yeah.
whatever it is. Whatever it
dude,
is you
I
got.
accept
I mean, maybe you're good at being picking her up when she's down. Maybe you're good at making dinner or cleaning the
I
house.
think we kind of balance each other out.
Yeah,
Like,
why?
that's- I
Why,
don't know,
she's just all the way up here. You're down here. so
Yeah,
it's
she's
balanced.
Yeah, she's like super
she's a
happy, and
real-
you're like a mellow.
she's a real
fucking
rah
sad
rah,
man.
you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
rah rah, be happy,
Yeah.
help others type of person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're just like
And
fuck
I'm
the world and I hate my
complete
life.
opposite. I'm
Nobody loves
fuck
me.
everybody.
You're Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah.
That's exactly how that works. My
Yeah.
my wife is incredibly introverted, and I am incredibly extroverted. And if it wasn't for her being polar opposite of me, I wouldn't be where I am or what I'm doing or anything like that.
Which
So
is
it really that
nothing,
is a big thing.
which
So
is
when you
wasting
find
time
somebody
on
that's
our
opposite like
podcast.
that, no, she's asleep right now, and I got nothing better to do. So this was perfect. And I mean, I've been trying to get on this podcast for so long,
So why
and
didn't you
I didn't.
ask?
I got plenty of other things to do, but I put those aside because this is so important. No, I had nothing else to do. The only thing I got to do is I got to go feed animals, and I got to go move more shit.
What kind
So-
of animals? Like dogs and cats, or like?
Yeah, dog.
Like gorillas.
We have 3 cats and a dog.
Oh,
That's not as
Sounds
fun as a
terrible.
gorilla.
No, but there are goats down the road and cows and
you gotta
pigs.
feed
that way.
them too.
No, but
Like
I
you kind
wouldn't
of
mind.
adopted
He
them.
got moved into a village and now he's the
Now
feed boy.
He walks around with feed.
Right now, I'm just
They're like,
house.
back
It
to
is.
work,
Might be the
feed
village.
boy.
In his satchel.
Pick up your satchel 6 a.m. when the rooster crows. You feed.
Nice.
That's
Oh my
funny.
God.
That's funny. But definitely take her love for what it's worth and what she's giving you like that. That's incredible.
Yeah, man.
Especially when you don't know why.
Very-
I
somebody
look at it
loves
like this: any
That's amazing.
woman who's willing to scratch my butt with her beautiful nails,
True.
but also other parts of my body, and touch them and put them in her mouth,
True.
I have to worship that woman.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Sorry. What is happening right now? Oh, why are you? I love you. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't ask why are you doing this.
No,
Just
you love me, and I deserve love. I will paint the house today.
So you never said your 7 movies.
Oh, I didn't.
No.
All right. Okay.
Oh, no, he didn't. I'm sorry. That was my
Let's
fault.
count. Let's go. I'll go backwards. Cursed of Bridge Hollow.
Cursed of Bridge Hollow.
Yeah,
The Curse of Bridge Hollow. That was good.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Marlon Wayans.
The Curse
Just
of
came out on
Bridge Hollow?
Netflix. Fucking great. I love
Yeah, it
it.
was
It's
really
a
good.
fun.
Oh, is that the one with
It's Marlon Wayans.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for it the other day.
It looked a little
Is
too
it good?
Well, I watched
Is
it
it
with
geared towards kids?
It's more than that, man, because it's got Rob Riddle in it. It's got the girl from. Did you ever see The Wrong Missy?
Yeah.
The girl from The Wrong Missy's in it.
Yep.
She's like in a pumpkin outfit the whole time.
Yeah, she's the mayor of the town.
Yeah, she's so great. It's a fun. Yeah, it's a kids movie, but it's fun, man.
There's enough stuff for adults
They
to
did
like.
real cool
Sure.
practical effects.
Mhm.
They had a real cool storyline. It's neat. I liked it a lot. My kids loved it. I watched it again this morning. So we got that. We got The Thing. But I already saw it. Does that count? Maybe.
Yeah, it counts.
I watched.
Oh, so you were trying to watch movies that you hadn't seen before.
Yeah, but The Thing was on the list. Hocus Pocus 2.
How was that?
My kids loved it, and Leanne loved it. She loves the first one, and we watched the first one again.
See, that one was hit or miss.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
me,
You know.
Hocus Pocus 2. It was very, like I said, I can't even say it was a money grab because they didn't release it in theaters. Like,
Here's how
true,
I look
true.
at Hocus
It was
Pocus
just nostalgic.
2. Hocus Pocus, the original,
Yeah.
which my wife loves, came out when she was like 11.
Mhm.
Hocus Pocus 2 came out, and 40-year-old men are saying how shitty the movie is.
Mhm.
And
It's not
I
for
watched
them.
it with my kids.
Yeah.
Have never seen Hocus Pocus.
Oh,
The first
wow.
one.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
So I watched the second one, and I was like, this is fucking funny, man. This is really entertaining.
I mean, it's
There's
a cute
some
movie.
dance numbers and shit.
Yeah.
And my daughter, my 7-year-old, and my 11-year-old daughter love it.
Yeah.
So it did its job where it was supposed to.
That's right. That's right.
Any
It
adult
hit its target
who
audience.
bitches about Hocus Pocus 2
Yep.
sucks. I don't know even where to put them in a category
Yeah.
of fucking idiots. Because it's made for
It's not
children.
for you.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's not
That's right.
for you,
That's
fucking caring.
Very
Stop fucking bitching about it, you dumb bitch.
true.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Very true.
So I thought Hocus Pocus 2 was fantastic.
Yeah.
And Hocus Pocus, because I watched that for the first time. So,
All right, so that's technically 4 out of 7.
yeah. All right. The next one I watched was... Do ghost shows count? I watched a lot of Jack Osborne. He's doing ghost shows now.
No. Did
they're
you watch
pretty-
Harpoon?
No.
Dude, I told you, watch that.
You
fucking-
did?
Yes, I told you last show. And I
That was
even
3
texted
weeks
to
ago,
you.
dude, and I had a death
Oh,
in
yeah.
between all
2 weeks.
that.
All right. I'll give you that. Watch Harpoon. Until like
okay.
today. Make
Let's
that
see.
your horror movie for
What
today.
else? What else do I got? Let's see. 3 more. I know I got them. I can't remember, man.
Did you
It's
see
been a
Harpoon,
rough-
Duncan? Duncan?
I feel like I have.
Three people
What's it
on a
streaming
boat.
on?
It's on I think it's on Prime.
Yeah, on Amazon. Yeah. I think
Oh.
I did see that.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Watch that.
All right.
That was good.
That
too.
wasn't bad. That was cool. That's a kid's
Yeah,
show.
that's some cool
Yeah.
stuff in it.
I mean, it was geared towards children, I
Right,
thought, but
yeah,
like
it
a
is.
little more
Some
scary.
of those adolescent movies are really good.
Yeah. Which brings me to my best friend's exorcism, which I'd already watched.
Yeah, I like that
But
one.
that movie I thought was funny.
It's funny.
I don't know if I have any more. I may not be up to 7.
Oh boy.
I gotta get caught up.
I
It's
started
hard
watching.
finding them because Netflix only has so many,
Yeah.
True.
and
You
Hulu
gotta look
only
at
has
Tubi,
so
man.
many.
Tubi's got a ton of horror on it.
I
Tubi
don't know
has
if I
a
have
lot of
Tubi.
stuff.
Everybody has Tubi. It's free. It's just a free app.
All right.
Yeah,
It's got ads. That's the thing about it.
I don't like watching Tubi.
I don't like it because the ads, but and there's no option to pay a little extra and have no ads.
Well,
That
see,
kinda
I
sucks.
personally I don't like
That's like
watching.
the last hooker I was with. Right in the middle of it, she like had me read an ad for fucking blind cleaners.
Okay. Anyway, like everything on Tubi, just I don't like underproduced, low budget movies. Watching, I don't like watching a lot of low budget stuff. It just like makes it look low quality a lot of the time, and it's just and I can tell like a lot of times I can tell what camera they use, which is the part that sucks with me because like I'm watching it, and I'm like, man, they're not even using a cinema camera doing this, so I'm like I can't.
I finished She-Hulk.
Man, me too.
Dude, how fucking great is that show? Did you
I
like
love
the
it.
last
Yeah, I love
the
it.
finale? I thought the
I love
finale was so
I love her joke
bizarre.
about smashing Matt Murdock.
Yeah, she was
That
very
was
not very Disney on that.
Dude, that show was.
I love that
last
Kevin
episode
Feige
was
like a
so
robot
bizarre.
in a room somewhere.
Yeah,
It was so out there. I was just like, what the fuck?
Kevin
are
stands
they
for
doing?
Knowledge Entertainment. What do you say?
That was so
Visual
funny.
Interface Network or
Yeah.
whatever.
So do you think She-Hulk's gonna appear in Daredevil?
Yeah,
I'm
for
hoping
sure.
that they put her in the Daredevil show and make her like dark.
Well, here's what I noticed.
I thought that would be
She-Hulk
awesome.
doesn't have any fighting
Right. Well, she fought a few
Titania.
for half a second.
Yeah.
guys. She
There's
fought
no-
those guys that attacked her. She
For
fought
half a second.
she fought the lady at the wedding.
She hasn't done anything. She hasn't done a fight. She's done a full fight, not like a Daredevil fight.
It was a
Right,
lawyer
right.
show.
15 minutes in a hallway.
It was a lawyer show.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's She-Hulk.
So I'm
She needs
thinking
to do-
they took Daredevil, who's a dark character, put him in this funny ass show.
Yeah,
But he
I'm
wasn't
hoping
funny.
I thought he was
He was
funny.
funny,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
I mean, he
kinda
wasn't
comical.
campy.
Yeah, he was. He was.
played it very
He was
straight.
straight
Yeah.
comedy. It was like very straight.
Yeah.
comedy.
yeah.
But I'm hoping they take her now and put her in this dark show
And I wish
I
they
don't
would have
think
because they're
acknowledged.
dating
I wish they would
now,
have
or
acknowledged
they're supposed to be dating.
Matt Murdock meeting Bruce Banner. That would have been cool if they'd acknowledged it, even though they were all at the table.
Yeah.
It'd been cool if they had like interacted somehow.
Oh yeah, that's true. They didn't do that, did they?
He just said, "Wow, what a family!"
Yeah. Well, that was in the.
and then Hulk was like, "This
end
is my
credit
son,"
scene.
and I was like, "What is happening?" I didn't know he had a kid. He's got a kid.
yeah, the comics.
He
Yeah.
got a kid from. He was on another planet.
Right.
He went back.
Yeah.
He went back to Sakaar.
And raped some chick. And
He
No,
raped
he
her?
didn't rape her.
How big do you think a Hulk dong is?
I mean, he can rape anybody he wants, really, right?
Well, I mean,
I
he can.
I mean, physically, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's probably like
He's
I
just
don't know
gonna
what that's gonna
destroy
fit
it.
in.
How does,
Yeah, nothing.
how does a giant Hulk dick fit in a person?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, like,
That pussy looked like them purple pants at the end of the day.
yeah, no shit, blown out.
Yep.
And his ejaculate would have to be so strong that it'd blow her back out.
Well, it'd be like Scary Movie with a scary
Right.
movie.
Yeah, shot her up to the ceiling. She's like,
That's what it would be.
no, dude, it'd be so fast. It'd shoot right out. It'd blow her like a shotgun. Her whole body would rip apart from the inside. And it'd be blasted on her face.
If his penis didn't already do that.
And if he like took it out to like on her face, dude, it's gonna be like a shotgun blast.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Sugar Hill Gang.
Dude, it's gonna be
Super
bad.
sperm.
It's gonna be bad for any woman involved.
Bust you out with my
Anyone in
super
the room,
spreader.
first of all, is gonna have a problem. Because I think he's gonna blow out the walls. His shit's just gonna be like dripping everywhere.
So funny.
Like, I don't want to clean up that porno.
But what a
Yeah.
great show, man.
Yeah.
Like I think that was
I don't think
of
that.
all the shows, that was probably my favorite one.
I don't think
Yeah.
she's gonna go into his show.
You don't think
I think he's gonna go into Echo that show with him. Because like I said, they're on different coasts. So I think she's gonna get more
there's
involved.
No airplanes in this universe.
I love how he just drops
know.
into the fucking scene.
Well,
all of a sudden-
She-Hulk is actually she's in New York, like in the comics.
Yeah, she's not a
Yeah,
West
but-
Coast Avenger.
Yes, but I think she's gonna stay out there, and I think there's gonna be.
Oh, I forgot. Did she get? So she got fired in the last episode. Did she get her job
Yeah, she got
back
her
at
job
the end?
back. Yeah,
I couldn't
Remember,
remember.
she's
Well,
walking in.
She rewrote the story.
Yeah.
When she went in to see Kevin,
that's right.
she rewrote all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, she didn't get fired. Hulk didn't come in. Hulk,
Spoiler
none of that-
alert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
But
So-
if you haven't seen it by now, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
true.
been out for like 5 days.
But so she rewrote all that. So like, I don't even know what's canon now. Like,
Right.
what part of that's canon? Now we know he went back to prison, but then what's his face broke him out again, with the portal.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Abomination.
Abomination.
Wonger.
Wong.
Yeah.
What
Where
is
did
the
she
deal with
go?
Wong and
I know,
Abomination.
what-
I don't understand
They
this.
need to bring that girl back. What was her name?
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
With a Y,
They need to
but not
bring
where you
Tiffany
think it
back
is.
out.
She was awesome.
That was the funniest damn character.
They need to be like a thing.
Oh my
They
God,
need to be.
They need to become
They need
best
to make a
friends.
show, right?
Mhm.
Well,
Tiffany and Wong.
well, Wong needs
Well,
his own
she's
show.
got powers now, apparently, that Tiffany girl.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, because she's like, I don't know, I talked to a rabbit, had to sign a contract with my blood, and now I can go through portals. That's what she told
The
us.
Tiffany and
Yeah.
Wonger show. I would watch that. Totally.
Yeah. That's called
Yeah.
a porno.
Yeah.
Tiffany and Wonger make a porno.
Two Wongs
But-
don't make a... Right.
But to answer your question about why they're like friends or whatever, is he was sparring with him in what show was that? Or what movie was that? He was sparring with Wong and Abomination were sparring. They were like,
he?
Huh?
Who's he?
Wong.
Wong.
Wong was sparring with who?
Abomination.
Abomination. That's
In-
I
in the- in
asked.
the cage.
How are they even like? How is this even a thing?
Like, remember he broke him out originally
Right.
to go spar,
Right.
and, and so like they just started to build a friendship on that. Like I said, I don't remember which show that was. No, that was in
And
Shang-Chi.
I didn't realize Abomination was so much bigger than the Hulk.
Oh, yeah. A higher dosage of gamma.
Big dude.
But originally, remember, Hulk was a lot bigger than he is now. As soon
Yeah.
as he turned into Professor
Mhm.
Hulk, he actually shrunk because he was now he's both of them. Best of both worlds.
Like what they did with him, with Tim Roth. It's so fucking funny. Like he works at a commune now, and he's all like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
I just thought that shit was so funny, dude. Like they just came up with some crazy stuff.
Are you
in that
watching
show.
Hulk, Duncan?
Yeah. She-Hulk was good. I enjoyed it. I was never really big into the comics per se.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
was
But,
for a while, but I
I
don't
don't
really
really
remember
know much
them.
about her.
I remember
Yeah.
getting, I don't know, 12 or so at some point when I was like in middle school. But I don't think she was breaking the fourth wall at one of the ones I remember.
No.
I fucked up because I went to
That didn't happen till later,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
we went to a thrift store in Biloxi, and we walked in, and they had a first appearance She-Hulk, like She-Hulk number
Yeah.
1.
That's
And
cool.
it was $50, and I'm like, man, should I buy this? And this was before they even
Right.
talked about the show or whatever. And I'm like, I kick myself for not buying it now because
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
that thing's gone up like mad crazy.
No, it's probably
No?
a couple $100. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, She-Hulk number 1. Let's see. Where would you look for that? Comicbook.com?
eBay.
Just Google it.
I like what they've done with the show.
got it
They
right
didn't.
Just ask my kid.
They could have really screwed it up, and they didn't. Yeah, this reminds me of the last time I was at Kobe Steakhouse, and everybody at the table was on their phones texting it with each other while I'm trying to eat.
Yeah.
You kids with your technology, today.
Right? Well, when you have information at the palm of your hand like this, it's
That's right.
like
That's right.
It was this one?
Yep.
$12,000 now.
crazy.
for a $50 investment. $50.
I'm sure that's a-
$12,450.
When the comic first came out, it was 99 cents.
Is that like
Probably
Yeah,
a quarter.
Yeah.
is that like a mint edition?
That's graded.
Crazy.
That's graded at a 9.
So what's the next show that's coming out?
That's listed for that much, or is it sold for that much? Where are you looking at that at?
Oh. Anyway.
GoCollect.com.
Guess I should have bought it.
Should have. You should have.
Cover price is 40 cents.
Okay.
All right.
Damn inflation. Used to be a
CGC
quarter.
Universal graded 9, $12,452.
Wow.
That's a little crazy.
I used to have so many old comic. Rom Space Knight was the comic book that I got into. And I used to have so many of those. I had a crap ton of Star Wars toys,
Oh
all that stuff. And my first wife, second wife, just threw them out,
I'm wrong.
donated them,
Oh.
all of that stuff.
That number was the amount
Kills me.
of comics they've graded. My bad. It's actually going for $275.
Which is funny because you originally said about $200.
It's more like it.
That's pretty cool.
So I guess I
Yeah.
haven't gone up that much.
No.
Still, if you
People are
can
hating on
spend
that
50
show,
and make
dude. I'm
200,
like, why
that's
are you
pretty
hating on
good.
the show? It's so fucking awesome.
People
I
don't
just
understand
love
it. They want to
People hate
see.
on
I'm probably just gonna watch the whole series again. Like it's such an easy watch.
Yeah.
What are they, 20-minute episodes?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where they have 8, 9.
Easy. Easy.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
rewatched
nice.
Obi-Wan. I haven't watched Andor because I don't know what the hell that's even about.
That's Jake.
I don't think they know what it's about.
I'm like, have you watched Andor? He's like, no, I haven't watched it yet. He goes, I don't think I'm going to because he was like the character I liked the least in Rogue One. And
I don't
they made a
remember
show
him.
about him. Exactly.
Sure.
Star Wars is making shows about people.
Yeah,
that you don't
yo,
even
make
know
a
who the
show about
fuck they
Joe.
are.
Joe in Star Wars.
Hey, that guy in the background. Let's make a show about that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Why can't I just?
Well, you remember in the first Star Wars movie, that first TIE fighter pilot, I think his name was Rob. And I think that's the next movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
It's his origin story.
No, they need to do. What's his name? Butterball.
And that's what it's going to be called, Rob.
What was the?
That's
what's
what
the?
they call Rob.
Remember in
In
Empire?
the galaxy far, far away.
There was
Who's
a guy named
the
Rob.
Porkins? They need to make a Porkins
Porkins.
movie.
Organs.
Porkins. Butterball.
There's a lot of really good characters in Star Wars that you
Fucking
can
name,
make
right?
spin-off
Organs.
movies of. They keep choosing the weirdest ones. I don't get it.
I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I've never been a fan of Star Wars. So.
I know that people were pissed off that they were using like AK-47s in Andor. Yeah, like
Were
they were using like real like guns, and people were like, "What the fuck?" Like I remember seeing a bunch of memes like, "You can't make new guns, Star Wars. You're Disney.
That's
You
right.
own the planet. You don't have someone to design a new weapon. You just gotta throw in
Give him
AK-47s."
the
That's right.
points, though. Throw that guy who's
Everyone else has got lasers. You got a combustible bullet
That's it.
that works in space. Yep.
I was going to say that works in space.
Yeah.
Can you
That's
block
great.
a bullet with a lightsaber? Would that work?
You can block a laser, which is apparently travels through distance, at a certain rate of speed. When we're taught that it doesn't, you just shine a laser.
That's right.
It's there. Yeah, but you can block that shit. Laser gun, boom, got it.
I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah.
never been a fan of Star Wars, so I don't really know what they're doing with the series.
I don't know why you're not a fan of Star Wars. You say that like you're just cooler than the rest of us.
I am.
I think that's why he doesn't like it.
That's why he does it. That's why he does it, so he can be cool.
Be different.
What do you
I
mean?
don't-
You like
you
Star
like-
I
Trek?
hate the mainstream.
I don't like. I think we talked about this. I don't like that sci-fi, but I like Alien.
I don't like sci-fi that much either, but I like Star Wars.
Sci-fi.
I know, but I'm saying I'm not gonna go watch a fucking space movie.
Like I don't like fantasy sci.
but I like Star Wars.
Like, I don't like-
It's not even about.
Okay,
the space.
let's bring it
It's
back,
about
guys.
the-
Let's bring it in.
the
Ice
stories
Pirates?
in it.
Know what the hell
No.
that is.
Ice Pirates. You like it?
I never saw.
The fuck?
That was a good movie.
Spaceballs.
Love it.
Spaceballs phenomenal.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I like Mel Brooks. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
true. I love all of them.
Battlestar Galactica.
Not bad.
Never
The
watched
Black Hole.
it. No.
Eh,
Silent Running. Blade
Silent
Runner.
Running was all right.
What's the one with the female vampire from space?
Oh,
She's naked through
yeah,
like
it's
almost
called that had the big eye.
Fortress. Nope.
Remember? No,
Fortress.
it was called.
Succubus. Nope.
It's called Woman.
Vampire. It was a verb.
No idea.
The word was a verb.
Yeah.
But I did like
The
Fifth
word was a
Element.
verb. The
I did
verb,
like
verb,
Fifth
the
Element.
word, the verb
Fifth
was a
Element
verb.
was real good.
Yeah.
All right, so sci-fi. That's all sci-fi, guys.
Yeah, but there's only
And I
some
didn't
that
I didn't see any of them that you just mentioned. The sci-fi stuff that I like.
I'm a little disappointed you
Star
haven't seen
Wars.
Ice Pirates.
I like the Star
that's-
Wars movies.
Is Buckaroo Banzai a sci-fi?
Event
Oh
Horizon.
God, I love that movie.
Event
Oh,
Horizon. That was a
Event
badass
Horizon.
movie.
Yeah, it was. But if they didn't
Pandora.
have seen that,
Sunshine. That was a fucking
Sunshine,
awesome
I
movie.
fucking
dude.
love
Such
Sunshine,
a great
dude.
movie. Gravity
see
was
Pandorum?
cool. Pandorum. That was cool. I guess I like sci-fi horror. I guess, but if
Yeah.
it's just like
I like all
I
of
don't
it.
like Star Trek.
no.
I didn't like Battlestar Galactica. I don't
Look, I like
like
almost
that
every
stuff. I
movie
don't
that
know
comes
why.
out,
I just don't.
and I want to make movies. That's it. End of story.
Yeah.
I think all movies are fun, and not all. I hate dramas.
Except for Halloween Ends.
Don't
It
give me
wasn't
fucking
fun.
dramas, man. I don't want to see some sad alcoholic get his kids taken away. I don't need to watch that shit, man. I
It's
need to
too
watch
close to
like
home.
it's too close to home.
You know what I've noticed lately?
I
if
want to
it's
watch
not
like
horror,
vampires and werewolves and
If
shit.
it's not horror or superhero or Top Gun, it's fucking bombing at the theater. Like
Yes,
big
it's
time.
true.
yeah.
Very
Yeah,
true.
Big time.
Very true.
And some dude posted today, me waiting for good horror movies to come out. I'm like, have you not been going to the fucking theater? Like every week there's a
Yeah.
new
What
one
about
that's
X?
just been awesome.
Pearl.
X, Pearl,
I need to watch all
Barbarian,
those.
Smile. Like they've all been awesome. And this has been a really good year for horror. I'm
Yeah,
digging.
next year's gonna be even better. Story of the Dam's coming out. I heard
Yeah.
that's really good.
Never heard of it.
That's cool.
Fucking dickface.
We have been hearing that for like 3 years, Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry to make a $10,000 film I haven't done in 2 days.
That's funny. That's funny.
Do better.
I will.
Be better.
I'll strive for mediocrity.
There you go.
There you go. Take
Here in Burlington, we have one movie theater, and it has one screen.
It has one.
And right now they're showing Lyle Crocodile.
Oh, fuck. The Ruskin Drive-In posted the other day, we're doing a first run movie and there's 8 cars here. Like, why aren't you people coming out? I said, I commented, horror movies have been #1 at the box office like the last 7-8 weeks, and you guys don't show those. So
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So either stop being family friendly because no one wants to see Lyle Crocodile.
True.
Like,
No parents want to take
open
their
it
kids
up
out
to
right now.
open it up to everything, man, and you'll fill your theater.
Yeah.
You're
No,
not
no,
taking your kids
let them
to the
fail,
drive-in
and then
bar.
let's go buy it.
There you go.
Let them fail, and we go buy it.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Show the old fucking horror
Mhm.
movies.
Mm-hmm.
The Thing. At
Yeah,
the
real
drive-in.
true drive-in.
Badass.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go. That's the plan.
It's a good plan.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for Killer Collab Podcast.
We're done already.
We are done.
Yeah.
We are done, Duncan. Thank
Oh,
you.
the time just flew.
It just
like, I got
flew
shit
by. It just flew by. But thank you for joining us today, all the way from Colorado.
Yeah, man.
You're lucky.
Colorado. Don't smoke too much weed. Or no, or you can.
Smoke all the weed you can.
That's fine. It's recreational there.
That's what I'd say.
Totally legal, man.
It'll be legal
Totally
here
legal.
real soon, I think.
No, it's a
It
red
will
state.
be. It will.
It's a red state. It will never happen.
No, it will be. Dude.
It will
Trust,
not.
it will be.
Not unless a Democrat wins. It will not be
As
legal here.
soon as you get medicinal, you get recreational. It happens
Yep.
every time.
Yep.
We've had medicinal for a long
year,
time.
2 years now. But
It's only been a couple of years.
yeah, it's
The
coming.
Yeah.
problem in Florida, medicinal marijuana was voted up like 78 to 82% of the population or the voters voted for it.
You
But
mean
the
all of
state
America?
legislature said, nah, we're not going to do that. We're gonna put some caveats in there. The problem in Florida really is the legislature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
Republicans.
everything. For everything.
Republicans.
All right, we're not talking
But it's
about
not
this
just
shit.
the Republicans.
Yeah. All right.
It's
No
everybody.
politics.
Yeah,
Goes
Not our
off the
problem.
Fucking rails.
just give me weed.
And now I'm out of Florida, so I'm kind of happy.
Yeah.
But my heart goes out to my brothers back there. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Hey, Duncan, for real though, man. Where can I go to like look up houses and stuff there?
If you go on Zillow, like everybody does, take about 20 grand off, and then that's about where you'll be.
Okay.
But you can Google search rentals
Yeah.
in Burlington, Colorado.
no, we wanna
Google
buy.
search
Hey,
buying
Joe's trying to
Burlington,
get there to
Colorado.
take your fucking feed job.
Yeah, man. I can
Be
feed
careful.
animals, bro.
6 a.m. with your satchel.
Fucking take your
My
shit
God,
from
I
you.
would show up with a satchel and bare feet, bro. You don't even know.
Just
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk off the plane, throw a bird seed.
Yeah, actually, the best thing I can tell you to do on YouTube, just type in Burlington, Colorado. There's a homecoming parade, Christmas parade. There's a whole bunch of stuff about it.
Man,
Old Town Museum and stuff.
How cold is it
And,
going to be in December?
Well, I mean,
It's
we'll
gonna
get
get cold,
snow.
bro.
We'll get a lot of snow.
It's going to be a lot of
It'll
snow
get
in
pretty
December, you
cold.
think?
no, thank you.
Yeah. We get a
That's
lot
enough
of
for
hail
me.
here, is what I hear. So.
You get what?
Hail. We get a lot of big hail.
Hail?
Yeah.
Ugh.
No thanks.
That sounds
Yeah,
terrible.
my
Hail,
landlord
man.
owns a body shop, so that's how I found out.
Well, yeah. That's a nope from me.
Yeah.
That's a nope. X does not get the square.
There you go.
Well, like I said, thank you for joining this week. Chris Lado, Joe Davidson,
Yes,
Duncan
sir.
Weston. Thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
next week. Bye.
See ya.
bye.
How do you turn this thing off?